everybody. Tonight I want to tell you a special story that many people in the Hasidic movement know about Yossele Kamtzan Kadosh. Yossele, the holy miser. This story is a very special story, and for me, I need to try not to cry when I think about that story. And I want to tell it to you. And the story takes place in Krakow, city in Europe, and it's about 400 years ago. So about 400 years ago in Krakow, all the Jews were very poor and their life were very hard, with many troubles and anti-Semitism. And there was only one Jew in their city that was very rich, and his name was Yossele. But Yossele was known as such a cheap and a miser that they said since the beginning of the creation of the world, there was no miser like Yossele. Like really. He never gave a dime to anyone. Everyone said he doesn't have a heart, he doesn't have a soul. That's not the Jewish way. But that's how he was. So of course, when a Jew like that comes to the synagogue, who would say to him Shabbat Shalom? Who would bless him Shana Tova? Happy New Year? He's alone. When Yossele walked in the street, the kids would throw stones at him, rocks at him. What a shame that a Jew like that lives in Krakow. But what can you do? After many years, they heard that Yossele is very sick and he's dying. So the Chevra Kadisha, the people that are taking care of the people that are passing away, are coming to him, telling him, Yossele, you can't take the money with you. It's obvious. Please, leave something for the poor people. You never gave anything to the poor people of Krakow. Give us 1,000 ruble, and it will be for a grave, and we will give the rest for the poor people. But Yossele, he says, oh, I cannot afford myself pay even 50 rubles. That's a laugh, they say. Yossele, if you're not giving us at least 50 rubles, we're not even going to bury you. He's not impressed and say, all my life, I do everything by myself. I'll bury myself if I need to. They don't have the energy. A man like that, and a few minutes before he goes to his world, what can you say? He's not listening even then. They want to leave. And then it seems like it's the end of Yossele. He barely says the Shema Yisrael, Adonai Elokeinu, Adonai Echad, and he dies, and he's gone. The community is upset. And they kept their promise. We will not bury you. He passed away on Sunday night, and they did not bury him. On Monday, they did not bury him. On Tuesday, they did not bury him. On Wednesday night, one neighbor said to himself, well, as the Gemara, the Talmud says, will he be left until Eliyahu will come? Somebody has to bury him. He has a wife, he has kids. So in the middle of the night, so nobody sees him, he goes and takes Yossele by himself, carrying him on a wagon, brings him to the cemetery, and just bury him in one corner so nobody sees. We'll see. Do you think this is how the story ends? This is just where it begins. At that time, the head rabbi of Krakow was a very holy tzaddik. His name was Rabbi Kalman. On Thursday night, right? He passed away on Sunday, right? On Thursday night, a poor guy knocks on Rabbi Kalman's door and he says, "My holy rabbi, please give me some money to buy food in the honor of Holy Shabbat." "Oh, I'll be very happy. I'll give it to you, but I know you for 20 years. How come you came only today?" And he says to him, "You should know, my holy rabbi. For 20 years I don't have any providing. I don't have money. I don't have parnasa. But every Thursday morning, somebody leaves me under my broken door an envelope. And it says, Lichvod Shabbat Kodesh, in the honor of Shabbat Kodesh, and inside there's 10 rubles. Just a few minutes later, another poor person comes and says, "Rabbi Akadosh, my holy rabbi, I have no money to buy food for Shabbat." "Where have you been last Shabbat?" "Oh, Rabbi, 10 years that I can't find a job. And every Thursday morning I find an envelope in the honor of Shabbat Kodesh under my door. And I have 5 rubles inside the envelope." And that night, all the poor people of Krakow came with the same story. On Thursday morning, under our broken door, an envelope in the honor of Shabbat. 10 rubles for one, 5 rubles for another, 1 ruble for someone else. The rabbi thinks, Yossele, Yossele, Yossele. Rabbi Kalman was a broken-hearted. What a holy man, what a kadosh, what a holy righteous person, what a holy tzaddik we had. A hidden tzaddik. He didn't say anything. In Judaism, you should know, to give charity is a big thing. And you are really commanded by the Torah to give charity. But an even higher level is to give charity in a hidden way. So, like anonymously. What a tzaddik we had. And he asked the poor, "Well, I don't understand. He gave 10 rubles, you 5. How do you know? How does he know you?" And everyone tells him the same story. Every one of them, once in their life, decided to go and visit Yossele. Came to the house of Yossele, and Yossele opened all the gates of his heart and tells him, "Oi, what a joy to see you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will never forget the honor that you came to visit me. What's your name?" "Avramele." "What do you do?" "Oh, you bring water." "How many children you have?" 12. Oy vey, Avramele. My heart is broken. You must be starving. Tell me honestly, how much do you need?" "Oh, Yossele, if you would give me 10 rubles in a week, you would revive me and my children." "Where do you live?" Yossele asked as he brings some wine and some cakes. And they sit there and they talk and they talk. All of a sudden, like he's a madman, Yossele gets up and throws Avramele outside of his house and tells him, "Avramele, are you crazy? I'm Yossele the miser. I will give you money. Don't you dare come here again." Avramele then goes back to his wife and says, not only is a miser, not only is cheap, he's also completely mad. And he forgets that he ever been to Yossele. But on Thursday morning, under Avramele's broken door, there's an envelope in the honor of Shabbat Kodesh with 10 rubles. Rabbi Kalman declared on Shabbat a day of fast and mourning for all the community. All the holy community of Krakow had to come to the synagogue to ask forgiveness from Yossele, that we did not bury him, that we treated him like that. They all came. And the screams and the crying and the prayers were all the way till heavens. Everyone was screaming in such a loud voice, Yossele, my holy Yossele, for 20 years you revived me. 20 years you provide for me. My children threw rocks at you. Yossele, forgive me. Yossele, my holy miser, forgive me. Everyone were crying and screaming. Then they prayed mincha and they asked, please forgive us again. And after Arvit, the evening prayer, Rabbi Kalman said, people, do not go home. I do not feel that Yossele is forgiving us. And Rabbi Kalman, the holy Kabbalist, go to the Aron, to the Holy Ark, and he says, Yossele, Yossele, in the name of the whole community of Krakow, I beg you, give me a sign that you forgive us. All of a sudden, Rabbi Kalman fell on the floor, and everyone thought that, God forbid, he is having a heart attack. They go and they shake him, but they see he's only sleeping. And Rabbi Kalman in his dream sees Yossele. But it's not like he was here in the world full of lies, but he sits there in the Garden of Eden, in heaven, and his face glows. And wow, they give him so much honor there. And Yossele says, Rabbi Kalman, there is no need for forgiveness. There's no need for anything. Just tell all the poor people, I thank them from the bottom of my heart that they came once in their life to visit me. I thank them for that all my life. Tell them I sit here in heaven next to Avraham Avinu, Avraham the patriarch, and Sarah, our mother. I have everything here. One thing I don't have. What is that? I don't have envelopes. There's no 10 rubles. There's no broken door. There's no broken heart here. I would sell all of heaven just to do it one more time. And Rabbi Kalman asked him, but Yossele, how did you feel to be buried alone in the middle of the night? Yossele tells him, Rabbi Kalman, I'm here in heaven. I cannot lie. I wasn't alone. Everyone came. Avraham Avinu, Sarah, our mother, Yitzchak, Isaac, our father, with Rivka, Rebecca, our mother, Yaakov, Jacob, Rachel, and Leah, Yosef, Joseph, Hatzadik, Moshe, Moses, Aharon, HaKohen, David HaMelech, King David, with the kino, with the violin in his hand. He went before me to show the way to heaven. And Eliyahu Navi, Elijah the prophet, walked with me all the way till I found my place in heaven. And Yossele said, you see, Rabbi Kalman, every Thursday morning when I walked very, very quietly in the hidden with all the envelopes in the honor of Holy Shabbat, only he walked with me. Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah the prophet.